So yeah. Lighting's gonna really annoy me here. I have to put my lamp there. Can't see the screen sometimes. Right. Hello guys. This is my second time filming this in about 3 days because I decided I didn't like the first run through of this because it was 43 minutes long and it was one continuous clip, meaning if I was to edit it I had about this much, yes I'm saying this much space to cut between the clips. I couldn't, I physically could not. So with this, instead what I'm doing is I'm just cutting every certain amount of time. So when I put all the clips in, it's a lot more clips, but it's less space overall. And it's gonna be a shorter video because I can actually edit it. I can edit it. Just also, if you're wondering why I'm being a bit quiet, it's because it is 3 minutes to 2 in the morning on a Friday night. So we love that. Yeah, guess we could just jump straight into it. So the first question, one of the more serious ones from all of this, which couldn't be said for most of the other ones. But she said, how does it feel being a key worker in a hospital during all of this? My question for your YouTube. So personally for me, so to be brutally honest, not much has changed. The way I'm not changing any hours, I'm not changing any I'm not doing any different jobs or anything. For those of you who don't know, I'm a patient movement porter and a pharmacy porter at the hospital here in Inverness. So it's like I said, I'm not changing many things, if anything, to do with my actual day-to-day job, which is good. It's very much a good thing. The only real kind of difference I would say that there is we're having to wear more masks, gel our hands a lot more, wash our hands a lot more. Obviously, we were before, but now it's a lot more kind of thing. But like I said, not much has really changed. Kind of the whole general vibe of the place, I guess, is a bit off because I mean it's gonna be in this kind of situation. You know it's gonna be different. But the main thing that I've realised is after all of this, it's going to be so weird because I've realised that going back to work after all of this is over and as we're gradually phased out of lockdown, stuff like that, life returns to normality. You'll see people that are like, okay, yeah, I'm going back to my job, I'm going back to school, I'm going back to uni, whatever you're doing kind of thing. It's not going to be the same. And I'm not saying that as a have pity on me thing. I know it's not going to be the same, and I know I'm going to be fine with it when it comes. It's just the thought of it now, going into it. But it's just, yeah, it's going to be the same thing. In essence, it's just going to be business as usual from what I've done for the past however long, 3-4 months at this point, which has really right now obviously it's a bit sad to think about and it's a bit weird to think about, but like I said, I know by the time it gets here that it's going to change, so it's good. So the next one's from Honor Brown. She says, why do you love me so much? Quick answer is I don't. Another quick answer to this one, Ellen Kate says, why are you such an arse? Someone's hanging around with you does that to me, Okay, so this one's less of a jokey one, but partially jokey. I think she meant this is a jokey one. I'm not going to take it that way. So Kirsten Harris says, when are you going to make a good decision about your hair? So the long answer is hopefully soon. The slightly longer answer is probably never. So at the length it's at right now, it's you can see from that thing, this is about a week and a half after me shaving it down to a 2. So it grows really fast, which is good, but also not so good because it means I have to shave it more often now. But after I shaved it, I says to my mum, what would you do if I waited for it to grow out a bit, probably about this length or maybe a bit longer, and it was a bit thicker. And then dyed it blonde. Um, and she said, I would call you Slim Shady for the rest of your life. Till the day you die, I would call you Slim Shady. And I said, you know what? It's worth it. And she made sure that for the next few days, I did not go out and buy blonde hair dye. Because if I says to my mum, oh, I'm going to go to the shop before I come home from work or something, she would be like, no, get home. And I'd be like, yeah, okay. And then I'd come home with like chocolate for them or ice cream or a dinner or something. Um, so yeah, it was a fun few days that. So yeah, like I said, probably hopefully soon. But like I said, this is like a week and a half. The last time I shaved it back down was after 2 weeks. So if I leave it until like this coming Tuesday, I might shave it again. I might grow it out. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm not going to read out Reese's question, but all I'll say to you, Reese, is if you're watching this, just message me and I'll tell you or I'll show you. Everyone knows what you asked now. So this next wee bit, or from now here on out, I should say, all I have is 12 questions that Nadia Bruce came and asked me. When I asked for questions, she was like, okay, give me a second. I thought, oh, yeah, she'll think of a few of them. She'll send me them. She sent me a photo of her book, like her journal thing. And it's 12 questions that she's asked me. So we're going to answer all of them. Thank you, Nadia, for giving me a second half to this video, by the way. Because if you didn't send all of these, I would have had a literal 2-minute video, if even that. Like, not including intro, outro. So, thank you so much. So the first question she asked is, favourite book you've read and why? So if you know me well as a person, you'll know that I'm not at all someone who, I wouldn't say like doesn't enjoy reading, because like I can enjoy reading a book and I will sometimes enjoy reading a book, but I just don't read often. But when I do, it's a book that like I think I'll really enjoy, or I have like watched a movie about it. We'll get onto that in a sec. Or like someone's recommended it to me and they've said, oh, I think you'd really like this, here's why. And I'm like, yeah, I think I would because of that. And I'll read it, kind of thing. But fun fact, my favourite book that I've ever read is probably, I think I've got it over there on my bookshelf. It's the It book, It by Stephen King. And the main reason I love that book is because in 2017 or probably 2016ish, when they announced that they were going to release a remake of the Stephen King It movie, I was like, cool, I really enjoyed the miniseries, this will be great, kind of thing. Went to see the movie, loved it, absolutely fell in love with the movie, waited until 2019, I want to say, when the sequel came out. Absolutely, again, loved that. I have both of them on DVD here. Yeah, fell in love with that movie franchise. Well, I say franchises, they're not making anymore. But yeah, fell in love with those movies, and then it was like, well, why don't I read the book? I'll give it a read to see what it's like, kind of thing. So yeah, currently, It, or Stephen King's It, whatever you like to call it. I need to stop. Like, I know a pun's coming, and I still go for it. So, question 2 from Nadia, or question 2 from the second half of the video, is best memory. Now, I'm going to go off on a bit of a tangent on this one, and I'm going to leave this whole little section just unedited because I want to give my completely honest feelings on it all. I'm not about to be like, this was great, I miss it. I'm not going to like do that. I'm not going to be like, this happened and this person sucks, because we all know Nadia sucks, so it'd be pointless. Yeah, so my best memory personally for me right now, especially with the whole current climate and that, would probably be the time I went to Amsterdam. And yes, I went with Nadia, and I went with one of my other friends, Ellen, and one of my other friends, Ishbel, or Ishi. I don't like saying Ishbel. Ishi, if you watch this, I'm so sorry for saying Ishbel. Because I've known you since primary school, and everyone calls you out there. I'm sorry. But yeah, sorry, I'm aware there's been a few cuts since then. Nothing's happened. Trust me, I just need to catch my breath. But yeah, so basically it was 2019, summer of 2019, 4th to the 8th of June. Still remember those dates. Um, and basically the four of us went away to Amsterdam as our like 6th year holiday. And in essence, what a 6th year holiday is, I don't know if people in England have the same thing, but up in Scotland, when you get to the end of high school, which is 6th year, I don't know what the equivalent is in England or whatever, but basically 6th year is like high school, like the end of that's your last year. You can then go to college, university, stuff like that. Um, Basically, there's like a month at the end of the year where everyone moves up like a year. So like S1s become S2s, 2s, 3s, 3s, 4s kind of thing. You get it. And it's so that I think everyone gets a kind of a taste of what the next year's like, and they also get a little bit of like, I don't know how to like exactly describe it, but it's kind of like just like they have their kind of visiting days where they go up and they have like 3 days where they see what high school's like kind of thing, so they're not terrified. Um, Excuse me. Um, but what 6th years will then do, because obviously 6th years move up, 5th years move up to 6th year, so 6th years leave for a month essentially, and then they come back. Well, come back, but they have study leave, so like a few months off, and exams go on during this time. You get all the time off to kind of just stay at home and study, so you're not feeling the pressure in school, kind of thing. But what a lot of people will do in that month of not study leave, but in the month of kind of when everyone moves up a year, is they'll do a thing called a 6th year holiday, where basically you get like a group of your friends together, you go off on holiday with them somewhere. It's kind of like a tradition at this point. Not everyone does it, but those who can more than likely will. Um, Sorry again for that cut. I just get really flustered talking about this. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, before everyone says it's COVID, it's not COVID. I've not been tested, but I know for a fact it's not COVID. Because if it was COVID, I'd be in a lot more trouble than this. A bit breathless. That's it. I have hay fever as well. It's probably hay fever. I'm sorry, attacking everyone before they assume anything. Um, but yeah, so what we did is we took, well, me and Ellen took there was kind of 4 to 5 days away to Amsterdam, and Nadia and Ishbo, who were starting off a month of interrailing. Again, like interrailing's basically, I was gonna leave it to everyone to look up. Um, but interrailing's basically like a month or so. You can kind of you can go for longer, you can go for less time, but you basically, a lot of people do it in Europe, and basically you fly into one place in Europe, and then from there you just get trains or whatever kind of around the rest of the places to kind of see a lot more of Europe. And it's cheap because you stay in hostels, you're getting trains everywhere. It's a really good idea, and I want to do it. I didn't quite do it then because I didn't know them too well then. Plus they said no. Yeah. So like, yeah, it's an easy concept to kind of get into your head. So what me and Ellen did was we flew out. It was the flight was the worst part. 6:25 in the morning. It left Inverness Airport. We got there at 9. I think I went to bed about 2:30. Ellen was probably the same, if not a little bit earlier. And we both got to the airport. There's a photo, if I can find it, I'll put it up on the screen, um, of both of us in the airport. I was on 2 hours sleep. Ellen was probably on about 3 hours at this point. Um, and we're there in the airport. We flew out then. Nadia and Ishbel, their flight didn't get in to Amsterdam till about 7 p.m. there, like Amsterdam time, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, Basically because their flight got delayed, so they were in Glasgow for a little bit longer. Um, but it was so like that whole bit at the start. Like I feel like that was everyone, not, I'm not saying tensions were high, but everyone was just tired, and it was like, right, okay, we'll just leave today, get on with everything tomorrow. Um, but like that whole trip was a really good memory, I'd say. That, like it doesn't sound like it started off well. It did. I can promise you that. Started off well, went on well through the whole time. I think it was like the last day Nadia and Ishbel left. I think not like too early, like 10, 11 o'clock maybe. If I'm wrong again, please correct me. To get a shuttle bus into the city to then go away. So we said, me and Ellen said goodbye to them there. We were flying about 9 or so, like 9 at night. So we just kind of had a day then to do whatever. I think she stayed in. Yes, I'm going to tell you what you did, Ellen, because I know you're watching this. You have nothing better to be doing. So Ellen stayed in the city for a bit and just went around the shops, stuff like that. And I went out to Ajax's football, the Amsterdam Arena, or whatever the football stadium's called, to do the tour there. Brilliant tour. Highly recommend it. The guy was so funny. But yeah, so we kind of ended like that. Again, like it was a good overall trip, but there was one moment, and I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think there's a photo of this. Um, Basically, I'm gonna get all sentimental for a second. I'm not gonna cry, not that sentimental, but I'm gonna get sentimental. Um, Basically, it was this moment we were all in our hostel. There was like the breakfast bar was a bus, essentially like a big yellow school bus. And behind that was 4 hammocks, and when we got there, we all claimed a hammock and we laid in there for a wee while. Um, and like throughout like primary school, high school, I've really only had like one or two people that I've solidly stayed friends with the whole time, kind of thing. Um, so like in that moment, I was just there. I'm not crying again. I'm just getting breathless. No, if I cry, I'll get views. So like I was sitting there in this hammock, and I'm looking at these three girls, and I'm like, this, like, this is solid. This is a group of people that I am away on holiday with for the first time, away like by myself on holiday. I know it sounds corny and that, but like I was there and I was like, this is like just that feeling. Like I don't know what it was. I don't know how to describe it, but it was just so good. Um, Ellen, Nadia, you had no idea this was going on. But like I was just looking around and I was like, this is great. This is absolutely incredible. Um, I realized I blabbered on like a 7 minute clip, so this video is gonna hit more than 10 minutes. Yes. Um, yeah. So that was the best memory segment. Fun. Yeah, that was a weird pause. Weirdly long. Okay, so I'm sorry. I had to pause that there. I had to fart. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, so the next question is, question 3 from Nadia is, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Now, again, personally, if you know me, like, not even just well, but if you know me as a person, I'm not very much looking forward to stuff a lot of the time. Well, I'll look forward to something I'm doing, but like I won't look forward and say, right, at this point in my life, I want to be doing this. I've never sat down and thought, right, by this age, I want to have kids. By this age, I want to be married. By this age, I want to have a house and be able to sustain myself. I just think I take every day as it comes. Like, I don't know why I'm like that. I couldn't explain it to you. And I know that just about everyone else is different to that. And everyone else thinks, well, what's the future going to hold? I don't know what it is, like I said. It's just kind of a weird, like, it's the way I've lived my whole life. I've never looked forward like 3 years or 5 years in this case and thought, this is what I'm going to be doing. This is what I want to do. So to answer this question, I'd like to say alive. No, I like where where do you see yourself in 5 years time? I don't see myself anywhere, and I'm not saying that I'm like I'm gonna be poor. I'm gonna be out in the street. I'm not gonna be anyone. I'm saying I don't know, and like I don't think about it, so I don't see myself being anywhere specific. I would see myself hopefully, like I have wishes in that for the future. I'd say hopefully I'd still have a consistent job with consistent hours like I am on now. Um, I'd like to have moved out in 5 years time, because in 5 years time I'll be 24 in 5 years time. That's mental. No, I won't be. I'll be 23. I'll be 23 in 5 years time, and I'll still be under 5'9". Oh. Yeah, where do I see myself in 5 years time? Taller than I am now, hopefully. But no, in all seriousness, with a steady job, moved out. Yeah, that's about it. So, the next question is: have you got any hobbies? And I mean, that's about it at this point. I'm not really doing much. I'm going to work and coming home and I'm playing this. Oh, I'm seeing my bass guitar. I play my bass guitar sometimes. I'll play my acoustic. I feel like such a like. I play my acoustic guitar. Or like I play my bass. Uh, um, yeah. So like sometimes I'll come home and I'll play a few songs on there. It's like sometimes I hear one at work and I'm like, oh, I like this song. I wonder what the chords are. If I look it up and it's easy chords, I come home and I play it. I don't play it to like sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna post this on YouTube. I'm gonna be the next like Ed Sheeran. Like I just play it because I'm like, oh, this is a really cool song kind of thing. And I did, and I've just had to look this up as well. I, I still can't believe it. I I downloaded a music maker app and it just had like different sounds and I was adding it in, and I had a remix that I was making of and I can't believe I'm saying this, 2014, 6 years ago, the 2014 hit from Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars. It was Uptown Funk, and I tried making it. I got to about the chorus. That was it. I gave up, and then to download the old file for this video, I had to delete it. But yeah, so I tried making that. It didn't work out. I can tell you that much. The file's deleted now. I literally spent 4 or 5 days coming home from work, and so I was sitting down for like an hour and be like, right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna figure this out. I spent a solid 4 or 5 days trying to figure out what to do next to build it up to the chorus and get something going in the chorus, and I couldn't. So I gave up on that. Started my YouTube dream. Way. And my TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. It's at Joshua Manikas. You know how to spell my last name because it's down here somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, so I started doing that, and like I said, it didn't work. Follow me on TikTok because I'm the next big Charlie
Charlie D'Amelio. Charlie D'Amelio.
Charlie D'Amelio. I'm gonna be the next Charlie D'Amelio. I had to look that up. Yes, follow me on TikTok. But yeah, I've not had a lot of hobbies. TikTok's another hobby. Xbox, music, TikToks. That's it. Follow me on TikTok. Anyway, now that I've plugged my TikTok, question 5: can you do a fashion show for us? No. Next question was, what songs are you listening to right now? And I'm glad you asked because I've been dying. I spoke to one person about it recently, and it was like the best conversation I've had since everything's like gone downhill. like we started talking about music, like my music, like what I'm listening to, and I was like, yes. I've been so needing to tell someone about this. So, songs I'm listening to right now. Basically, this entire album, which if you can't see it, is the extended edition of Lewis Capaldi's album. I'm aware it's over a year, not a year old. Is it a year old? I have no idea. I've been listening to that non-stop right now. Where's the been listening to a lot of Travis Scott recently as well. I don't know what it is, but I'm getting into it all of a sudden. Joyner Lucas as well, especially Joyner Eminem featuring Joyner Lucas. Lucky you. If you need hyped up for anything, listen to that song. The new Eminem song from his new album. Well, I say new album. It's been out for a while now. His song with Juice WRLD, Godzilla. It's called. Another good one. You can't tell by this point. I listen to a lot of rap songs. Oh, I've got some thoughts about Drake's new album as well. So everyone is saying, "Oh, I love it." Dark Lane demo tapes. It's such a good album. I can't we waited so long and it was so good. I don't like it. I like one song and it's Tootsie Slide, and I think everyone likes that song. So, well, apart from Amy Murray, like I don't get the appeal to it. I'm not gonna lie. I've been listening to Memories by Maroon 5, Tongue Tied by Group Love, 4 5 Seconds, Rihanna and Kanye West, and okay, the biggest flex of all time, Rihanna, Kanye West, and Paul McCartney. They literally just get Paul McCartney to play the guitar. Don't do anything else. They could have got anyone to play the guitar. They were like, no, we're gonna get Paul McCartney to play this guitar for us. Doesn't even sing. A song called People Should Smile More by Newton Faulkner. Also, that whole album, Hand Built by Robots, which 2007 it came out. That's 13 years old, and I still to this day will go back and listen to it. Dua Lipa's new album, another good album. Another one that I didn't expect to like, Breakfast in the Park by Scotty Sire, who is a YouTuber, and somehow he made a good song. I don't know what it is. I'll stop boring you with all of my music choices now. I'll close Spotify on my laptop again, and we'll get on to the next question. So the next question, am I reading that right? Yeah. Question 7, she says, do you like your new hairstyle? Personally, right now, I think it's getting too long. I don't like it now. Like, as of right now, I don't like it. I don't know I don't know why I prefer being balder. But I do. It's right now, it's a no, but go back about a week and a half and it's a yes. Question 11 is a general life update, and again, I'm not going to cut this one. I'm just going to leave it all going. I feel like I feel like I've gone over it already. Like with the whole COVID stuff, that's just about all that's going on in my life now. That and my hobbies of playing Xbox, making music, playing music, listening to music. Yeah, I'm not doing much. I mean, I did feel like I was like, general life update. This is my crush now. No. Yeah, I feel like I've kind of spoken about that already. But to sum it all up, I'm still going to work, so I'm working in the hospital. When I'm not working, I'm playing the Xbox, or I'm playing music, or I'm listening, or making music. Well, not making it anymore. Playing or listening to music. I'm on a lot of Zoom calls. That's a new thing. I feel like Zoom saved my life around this point because I had no idea about like what to use to call a large group of friends. But Zoom came in and saved my life. So that's fun. Yeah, that's about it. Managed to sum it up in a minute and a half. Jeez, my life's boring. And finally, question 12. what do you see happening with your YouTube channel? And in brackets, or what do you have aimed for it? What do I have aimed for it? Nothing. Literally nothing. I'm just doing this because I'm so bored. And I mean, I have said in the past, I'm like, yeah, I want to get my YouTube channel started. I want to do it. I want to just make content, do stuff like that. But I'm at a creative block now of I don't know what to make after this. I thought I was some big shot. Yeah, I'll do a Q&A. That'll kick it off. I'll have tons of ideas just coming in and coming in and coming in and have so much free time. I'll make all these videos. I have 2 ideas, if that, and this was one of them. So I might have one. I might not have any ideas left after this video. So what do I see happening with it? It's gonna die. What do I have aimed for it? For it to survive the next month or so. That's about it. But yeah, thank you very much. That's all the questions now. I mean, I'm looking back now. I had 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 5 from everyone else and 12 from Nadia. So this was a Nadia asks Josh some questions Q&A, but it works. I like doing this. Plus, it's keeping me awake at night. Literally, it's 2:42. Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. If you did watch all the way through, if you did watch all the way through, then follow me on TikTok because that's your reward. Also, please comment some ideas for different videos because like I said, I'm out at this point, but I want to keep making stuff because if anything's gonna get us all through it, it's an idiot that is actually just dumb enough to embarrass himself by posting YouTube videos. So please give me ideas you want to see, but don't want to do yourself. So you want to embarrass someone else by doing it, and I'll do them. But yeah, like I said, like it if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, subscribe if you want to see some more stuff like the comments you're about to leave right now. Yeah, I suck at these outros. I'm leaving this whole bit here at the end unedited. Obviously the bits before will be edited, but this last kind of 30-second or so clip isn't gonna be. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all later. Follow me on TikTok. Also, before we go, I'm just gonna address all of this. It's all grown in now. Big boy. The reason I'm growing it in, so by the end of lockdown, hopefully I can go to a bar and not get asked for my ID, so they don't assume that I'm 12 years old. I'm still gonna get asked. I'm gonna go shave.